While you're busy calculating whether you can afford to split that Uber with your friend, I, Duchess Dollars, am over here deciding which of my billionaire prince friends I'll introduce you to today. Yes, darling, they're my personal friends. We play golf, talk about island investments, and debate which private jet model is best for short trips. And because I'm so generous, I've decided that you, a mere mortal aspiring to wealth, also deserve to know these men who live in a universe where even their boredom costs millions. But wait, my generosity doesn't stop there. Some of them might even be single. That's right. While you're texting that guy who can't tell the difference between red wine and grape juice, one of these princes could be the millionaire husband who changes your life. Who knows? Luck doesn't knock on your door every day, but if you keep listening to your dear Duchess Dollars, your moment might just arrive. Here's a tip, though. Don't show up trying to woo a prince wearing that polyester dress you snagged on outlet clearance. In the first pinned comment, I've left links to a few essential rich person products. Because, let's be real, you need to look expensive before you can be expensive. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel because missing my wisdom would be a bigger tragedy than splitting the bill for brunch with your college boyfriend. So tell me, do you want to stay a background character in your own life? Or are you ready to step into the financial royalty spotlight? Sit up straight, adjust your metaphorical crown. Or better yet, prepare to earn a real one. And join me as we meet these 10 men who could have you crying tears of joy. On a 300-foot yacht, of course. 10th place, Prince of Monaco, the master of casinos and compact opulence. Imagine living in a place where the biggest fiscal dilemma is deciding how many Ferraris will fit in the garage. That's everyday life for Prince Albert II, ruler of Monaco, a country spanning just 2.8 square kilometers, but boasting more zeros in bank accounts than in its population. Not only does he oversee the most luxurious land on the French Riviera, but he's also the majority shareholder of Monte Carlo's famous casino, which once generated up to 90% of the country's revenue in its heyday. With a net worth of $1 billion and an annual salary of $43 million from the state, the prince also owns a quarter of Monaco's land as personal property. His hobby? Spending small fortunes on luxury cars like the $500,000 Ferrari SF90 and the $1 million Lamborghini Miura. But here's the kicker. This dependency on the casino makes Monaco a glamorous kingdom built on shifting sands. After all, luxury doesn't sustain itself, and the prince constantly juggles his Ferrari collection with the demands of keeping his tiny nation relevant on the global stage. 9th place, Prince of Wales, the millionaire with a moderate demeanor. While some think generational wealth is what's left after splitting a pizza with friends, Prince William quite literally inherits an empire. As the Prince of Wales and Duke of Cornwall, he manages the Duchy of Cornwall, a 130,000-acre estate encompassing forests, farms, mansions, and even quarries, valued at an impressive $1.3 billion. This duchy generates around $24 million annually, and William's personal net worth has already surpassed $1 billion. But contrary to expectations, he maintains an impressively understated approach. His flashiest car? A $200,000 Bentley, which in the world of royalty is almost modest. This fortune is run like a business, meaning William must ensure its financial growth without resorting to anything as simple as an Instagram ad to promote his assets. Being an heir to the throne is a millionaire's job, but it's also a balancing act to preserve the empire without letting the crown slip. 8th place, Geoffrey Bia, the Prince of Excess in Brunei. Geoffrey Bia, brother of Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei, grew up in a family where opulence is as natural as breathing. With a $1.5 billion net worth, he's renowned not for ruling, but for spending. Geoffrey owns 10 palaces decorated with fairy tale-level luxury and maintains a fleet of 2,000 luxury cars that would require 21 massive garages to house. And for parties? He doesn't think small. He once paid millions to have Michael Jackson perform privately. Unlimited financial freedom has its darker side. As Brunei's Chancellor of the Treasury, Geoffrey was embroiled in financial scandals. Accused of embezzling $2.7 billion from the national treasury. The fallout? Brunei fell from 1st to 3rd place in the global wealth rankings. Even as the Prince of Excess, his unchecked extravagance left a trail of controversy. Geoffrey is a living reminder that wealth without strategy is merely an expensive illusion. You can have it all. 17 private jets, 8 yachts, and million-dollar parties, but without control, even the grandest fortune can crumble. So what's worse? Having no luxury at all, or squandering the luxury you have? 7th place, Moulay Hassan, the billionaire prince who won't shake hands. Moulay Hassan, heir to the Moroccan throne, is the definition of "don't touch me, I'm golden," literally. At just 20 years old, he not only boasts a personal fortune of $1.5 billion, but controls 60% of the Moroccan royal family's assets. With palaces in Rabat, Casablanca, Marrakesh, and Fez, he lives surrounded by gardens costing over $1 million a month to maintain. Every detail is designed to avoid crowds and, of course, germs. The prince suffers from misophobia, a fear of germs, avoiding handshakes and cheek kisses at ceremonies, actions that sparked criticism in a culture where such gestures symbolize respect. But who needs traditions when you have a $75 million Gulfstream G650 private jet to escape human encounters? Moulay proves that true luxury isn't just about what you own, but also what you can avoid, in his case, physical contact. While his million-dollar Ferraris and Lamborghinis rest in museum-worthy garages, he demonstrates that money can buy you everything, including the freedom to ignore public opinion. 6th place, Prince Hamdan of Dubai, the billionaire influencer and his golden obsessions. Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum, widely known as Fazza, is the royal heartthrob of Instagram. With over 16 million followers, he showcases a lifestyle of lavish adventures and opulence. Among his fleet of gold-plated vehicles, you'll find a Rolls-Royce Phantom worth $8 million, a Lamborghini Aventador at $7.5 million, and even a $6 million Porsche, because why settle for an ordinary car when you can dazzle like a moving gold bar? But Hamdan isn't just about luxury cars. He's also known for his generosity, like when he loaned his fleet for a Jackie Chan film, only to see a $1.7 million McLaren destroyed during filming. His response? Simply ordered another. No hard feelings. The Prince of Dubai proves billionaires can have golden hearts, just like their cars. His real estate portfolio includes a $500 million palace, a $323 million Monaco penthouse, and a $2.2 million estate in Scotland. Add to this his love for prize-winning horses and champion camels worth millions, and you've got a man who turns everything he touches into gold. 5th place, Hans Adam II of Liechtenstein, the banker with a crown. Hans Adam II rules tiny Liechtenstein with a bank account worthy of admiration. More than just a prince, he's the CEO of a financial empire that includes banks and an investment portfolio that would make Wall Street blush. With an annual allowance of $270 million, he ensures that the luxury of his 900-year-old monarchy remains untarnished. Unlike some of his princely peers, Hans Adam isn't flashy. His wealth is meticulously managed, and he prefers administrative finesse over ostentation. A billionaire prince who chooses solid investments over grand parties? He's a walking paradox. Hans Adam teaches us that being discreet doesn't mean being modest. While others splurge on jets and supercars, he focuses on growing his fortune. His mantra? Wealth isn't just about having money, it's about making it work for you. And he does it masterfully. 4th place, Prince Walid Talal, the luxury maestro with diamonds in his garage. Nicknamed the Warren Buffett of Arabia, Prince Walid Talal is more than just another billionaire royal. He's an investment legend. During the 1990 Kuwait crisis, while others panicked, Walid saw an opportunity and invested in Saudi land, reaping a 400% return. Today, he's the largest individual shareholder in global giants like Apple and Citibank. His business brilliance is matched only by his extravagant lifestyle. Picture this: an Airbus A380 converted into a flying palace with a garage for a Rolls-Royce, an aquarium, and even a concert hall. Because classical music truly soars at 30,000 feet. His 40,000 square meter property boasts 317 rooms, bowling alleys, cinemas, and the crown jewel of his collection, a Mercedes SL 600 encrusted with 300,000 diamonds, valued at $4.5 million. Walid balances his business genius with a flair for excess that only a prince could justify. Could he be unforgettable without the extravagance? Probably. But who's going to argue with a man who gifts soldiers Bentleys and still has cash left for Perrier-Jouet champagne on tap? 3rd place, Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the architect of supercities and million-dollar yachts. Mohammed bin Salman, the Saudi crown prince, is both a visionary and a collector of the unimaginable. He spent $450 million on Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, and where is it now? Adorning his $880 million yacht. Yes, that's right, a Da Vinci sailing across the ocean. His gold-plated car collection, featuring Bentley, Rolls-Royce, and Bugatti models, is worth over $13 million. Though to Salman, that's pocket change. Such extravagance alone would secure his place in history, but Salman's ambitions go far beyond. He is spearheading the Nahyan project, a futuristic supercity valued between $500 billion and $1.1 trillion. Planned to be 17 times the size of London and powered entirely by renewable energy, it's the very definition of thinking big, or in his case, thinking colossal. Salman doesn't just want to be remembered as the billionaire with the most expensive yacht or the shiniest cars. He's determined to build a legacy. Though his projects are surrounded by controversy over costs and feasibility, he demonstrates that wealth isn't just for spending, it's for shaping the future. And as he builds tomorrow, he enjoys the present in the most luxurious style imaginable. Second place, Prince Abdul Mateen, the golden heartthrob of Brunei. At 30 years old, Prince Abdul Mateen is more than just a pretty face on Instagram, though his chiseled smile could be mistaken for a work of art. The fourth son of Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, he resides in the world's largest palace with 1,788 rooms, valued at $1.5 billion. His personal fortune exceeds $20 billion, and he treats luxury as a hobby rather than a necessity. Not being in the direct line of succession poses a challenge. How does one shine without being the center of power? Abdul Mateen's answer is simple. Dominate Instagram with adventures like diving with sharks. Because being rich isn't enough, you must also seem thrilling. He's also built a car collection valued at over $1 billion and owns timepieces like the Patek Philippe Platinum, modestly priced at $1.5 million. He proves that your place in the succession line doesn't matter when you can park a gold Bugatti in the garage of a palace. And honestly, who needs a throne when you have 1,788 rooms to choose from for a seat? First place, Sheikh Mansour Al Nahyan, the prince who turned soccer into a billion-dollar business. Sheikh Mansour Al Nahyan of the UAE isn't just a prince. He's the owner of one of the world's most prestigious football clubs, Manchester City. With a net worth exceeding $40 billion, he purchased the club for €200 million in 2008, transforming it from a debt-laden team into a profitable sports empire. But his fortune goes well beyond soccer. Mansour owns Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Mercedes-Benz vehicles valued in the millions. He also has a custom Boeing 787 Dreamliner that cost nearly $300 million. A flying palace, essentially. His true power, however, lies in his business vision. He's invested in renewable energy, real estate, and technology, diversifying his wealth while maintaining a flair for the extravagant. Mansour is the perfect blend of luxury and strategy. While Abdul Mateen dives with sharks, Mansour swims in money and still finds time to reshape the global sports scene. Both show that being a billionaire isn't just about spending. It's about creating legacies that outshine the gold in their Ferraris. And now, darling, with all these billionaire princes parading through your mind, tell me, are you ready to leave the ordinary behind and enter a world where how much does it cost is the only question that matters? Or will you keep splitting bills with that guy who still thinks caviar is a fish? Because what you've learned today isn't just a list of millionaire men. It's a lesson in strategic thinking. Whether choosing a prince with a golden Bugatti or building your own fortune, the secret is to dream big. If they can collect Ferraris and palaces, you can start small, like generating passive income. But here's the catch. Now you know what to look for in a billionaire man, but is what you're doing today screaming wanna be rich instead of truly wealthy? Because there are 4 habits that truly rich women never have, and if you want to join the club, you'll need to ditch them yesterday. Watch the video, 4 Things That Scream, Wanna Be Wealthy, and No Truly Rich Woman Does, to learn how to avoid these fatal mistakes. By the way, if you're serious about escaping the cycle of mediocrity and leveling up, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on notifications. Because poverty gives me hives, and knowing you're still here learning is my daily antihistamine. Now, head to the comments and write, "The rich have options," if you loved this video. And don't forget, the first pinned comment has links to products every visionary woman needs. Who knows? This could be the little push you need to make luxury a routine.